Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, most gracious, ever merciful. Most respected Amir and members of Jama'at Ahmadiyya, Sierra Leone, and my fellow Sierra Leoneans. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Peace be unto you with the mercy of Allah and His blessings. On the auspicious occasion of the Centenary celebrations of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat Sierra Leone, it gives me great pleasure to address this message to you all on behalf of the Pan-African Ahmadiyya Muslim Association, United Kingdom. The religion of Islam, initiated by the ministry of the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, was a phenomenon characterized by beneficence and blessings. It dispelled darkness and confusion in what was the darkest period of the Dark Ages. It established a high moral order in which the blessings of knowledge, learning, and science were spread far and wide. It changed the course of human history and flung wide open the gates of progress in all directions. But this profound movement was to suffer from the vicissitudes of time, so much so that a stage would be reached when there will be very many Muslims, yet very little Islam. However, the grand divine design would not be obliterated and passed into the limbo of history. The Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam had prophesied and prophesied categorically that at that time the promised Messiah would make his advent and remedy the woeful plight of the Muslims. He would reform the corrupted doctrine and divest Islam of all false appurtenances. He would restore Islam to its pristine purity and invest it with fresh vigor and glory. Ahmadiyyat, that renaissance of true Islam, inaugurated at the hand of that awaited Messiah, Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad of Qadian, reached the shores of our native Sierra Leone in fulfillment of a grand prophecy vouchsafed to him that his message would spread to the corners of the earth when Hazrat Abdul Rahim Neya, the first Ahmadiyya missionary, arrived and established the community there in 1921. Since then, the community's work in education, health, and poverty relief in Sierra Leone has been nothing short of outstanding. It was the Ahmadiyya Muslim community that established the first Muslim primary school at Vukupu and the first Muslim secondary school at Bo. And in general, the community has made education accessible to people in the remotest parts of the country, with hundreds of primary schools and dozens of secondary schools throughout the length and breadth of the country. As we know, some of the most illustrious citizens who have served and are serving the nation today have hailed from these schools. The community has also built and staffed several hospitals and clinics in various localities of the country that continue to provide affordable health care to thousands of Sierra Leoneans. And I note with pleasure that as part of its own commemorations, as part of its own centenary commemorations, the Ahmadiyya Muslim Women's Association of the UK is committed to building a maternity hospital in Sierra Leone to be funded exclusively by the donations of their members. Over the years, the Ahmadiyya Mission in Sierra Leone has also implemented various poverty alleviation programs ranging from the housing scheme, solar energy, and water wells provided by the International Association of Ahmadi Architects and Engineers, IAAE, to agricultural projects and free vocational training by the charity wing of the community, Humanity First. Its humanitarian intervention during the Ebola crisis by way of contributed funds free medical camps, train volunteers to contribute towards the nationwide sensitization campaign, the supply of food and clothing to quarantine homes, and care for the welfare of Ebola orphans were truly remarkable ventures. This centenary, therefore, marks a century of service in Sierra Leone. This centenary marks a century of the practical demonstration of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community's motto, love for all, hatred for none. Let me therefore, on behalf of the Pan-African Ahmadiyya Muslim Association, congratulate you on reaching this milestone and pray that Jama'at Ahmadiyya Sierra Leone continues to be the embodiment of the most dedicated and devoted servants of Islam, and that it may prevail as an unchallengeable and alluring radiance for all those in Sierra Leone, Africa, and indeed the whole world who seek truth, guidance, and enlightenment. Thanks for having me. Wassalamu alaikum.